Hey, everybody. I wanted to loop back around to what this hip replacement has done for me in my mindset and how I just go about my day to day practically and then impractically. And I really want to touch on acceptance. I'm kind of doubling up on this video. Of course, it's going to go into my hip replacement um, playlist here on YouTube, but it's also going to go into my podcast because I talk a lot about mindset over there. And this has really been a huge shift for me in my mindset. And I've always been a person, well, since I woke up, my wake up that many of you know about in my early 30s, I have come to a place of acceptance in all the challenges in my life. I just recognize that every challenge I'm being asked to learn something, to possibly teach somebody what I've learned. I'm here to grow as a human being. And so this hip replacement has been an extreme challenge for me. And I've had a lot of rough nights lately. The pain is unbelievable, even 7 months out. And I'm just at a place where I am deep in acceptance of perhaps this will be what it is. And I'm not pushing against that with so much optimism that I will be let down or have a disappointment. And I know that when we push against anything, there's a resistance that comes back. But when we walk towards something, we walk with grace and with hope. And that's where I'm at, is I'm just walking through this recovery with grace and with hope. And what that has done for me is it's allowed me to be less impatient and less goal based and just lean into it. And so, as I am dealing with what I've come to learn as permanent vein damage from my PICC line, from my infection in my hip, my arm is extremely sore. It's extremely swollen. I was recommended to use it minimally, like no lifting weights, no stretching, no heavy work. And that's my life. Like, that's my life. I move people's bodies for them who are unable to move them. I stretch them. There's a lot of heavy lifting in that. I love to garden. There's a lot of heavy work in that. I teach yoga for a living. There's a lot of stretching. So, what do I do with all of that? What do I do with that? And all night long, I just kept hearing the word acceptance. Just find acceptance. So, this sort of hip recovery saga is coming to a close because I don't have anything else to say about it. I'm in the water 3 times a week. I'm walking. I'm doing what I can. But there's really nothing left to say. It's a very hard recovery. And I think I've covered a lot of mindset, a lot of stuff in this playlist for hip replacement. And I've moved on. And that's where I'm at. So I'm doing a 30 days of yoga, little challenges, meaning just challenging yourself to show up every day, either in a chair, on a mat. If you're in this hip recovery place and you're ready to get some movement in your body, hop over to that 30 days of yoga and take a peek at it. I have noticed that just in the 10 days, my body does not want to do certain things. And so it's bringing to the forefront of my life acceptance. It's bringing I can't do these things that used to be so natural for me. And so I'm adapting and I'm modifying a lot of things, both on the yoga mat and in my life. And that's acceptance. So this will be the last video in this series. I know I've said that a million times. It's not going to be my last podcast. So I'm kind of doubling up, as I said. But for the hip recovery playlist, this is it. Just move into acceptance, find your own joy, stay grateful, stay positive, stay hopeful, and we'll get there. We'll get there or we won't. And either way, just going to accept it. So that's what I have for you. It's a short and sweet video. Next week on the podcast side of my life, I've got a little deeper dive into some things, but that's where I'm at. So today, my mantra for today is acceptance. My arm hurts, my hip hurts, but I have a beautiful life. And that's what I know. So take it easy, be tender with yourself. Don't compare yourself to anybody else's recovery and just lean into what is, because that's all we have. We don't have what's been, it's over. And when we get to the next thing, it'll be the now then. If you haven't read Eckhart Tolle's Power of Now, it's a gem. This moment right now is all I have, and I'm leaning into acceptance. When I get to the future, it'll be what it'll be. All right, take it easy, be well, and thanks for following along this crazy journey. Best wishes to you. See ya.